In today's video, we are going to list the best survival movies, and in this list, we do not include any post-apocalyptic movies or zombies.
Don't be afraid.
Number 10, Rogue. McLean doesn't waste time with a huge story. It is very basic and to the point. Pete McKell is an American travel writer who travels the world and writes about the places he visits. He is sent to the Northern Territory to go on a river cruise, which is led by Kate Ryan. When they heads the boat to an unexplored territory, they are attacked by a huge crocodile. The boat sinks and the hysterical group is trapped in a small muddy island stalked by the crocodile. Rogue is a 2007 Australian independent horror film, written, produced and directed by Greg McLean. The film was inspired by the true story of Sweetheart, a giant male saltwater crocodile that attacked boats in the late 1970s. Although Sweetheart was never responsible for an attack on a human, Rogue received positive reviews from critics. Number 9, The Pool. A director of a commercial production company is left alone to clear up a 6-meter-deep deserted pool after the shooting. He falls asleep on an inflatable raft due to an unbearable fatigue. When he wakes up again, the water level has sunk so low that he cannot climb out of the pool on his own. He screams for help, but the only thing that hears him is some creature from a nearby crocodile farm. The Pool is a 2018 Thai survival thriller film. This was made by a small studio who did a fantastic job for the budget they had. The plot, while unrealistic, was hilariously entertaining. Even the concept makes you smile. Number 8, 127 Hours.
Hey, you lost? I'm a guide. What'd he say?
It's about a free-spirited climber, hiker, and traveler. He likes to go and do things on the spur of the moment, kind of, and not really tell anyone where he's going. So he goes and he's hiking in this canyon. He falls down a crevasse and gets his arm jammed between a huge rock and the wall. The movie taught us always live life happily no matter how hard. Must-watch movie, especially for youth who should always remain positive. And it was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for Franco and Best Picture. Number 7, Desierto.
Vámonos. Time to go to America.
When their truck suddenly breaks down, a migrant named Moises leads 13 others on a trek through the harsh terrain along the US-Mexico border. Inconvenience soon turns into horror, as the sounds of gunfire shatter the tranquil desert landscape. Desperate and on the run, the survivors find themselves in a fight for their lives against a psychotic sniper and his vicious hunting dog. Moises must now use his wits and instincts to kill the relentless predator before he claims more victims. Desierto is a 2015 thriller film, co-written and directed by 𝐚𝐻𝐿. This is not a masterpiece, but this was a very well done movie considering the budget. Overall, an average movie with some thrilling moments. Number 6, In the Heart of the Sea.
Monsters. Are they real?
Ron Howard's In the Heart of the Sea recounts the true story of the whale ship Essex. The crew of a whaling ship encounter a huge albino bull sperm whale, which tests their resilience and beliefs. They are pushed to their limits to survive out there in the sea. Amazing acting. You can see every emotion in their eyes and movements. What truly amazing acting is when an actor can tell the character's story without using words. It's a very hard movie. To see everything these people have went through was absolutely devastating. But at the end you would never regret watching this movie. It is absolutely underrated. Overall, it's a great Sunday afternoon movie.
So it's true.
Yes.
Number 5, The Martian.
This is how I end.
Commander, Mark is dead.
We have to go now.
The Martian is directed by Ridley Scott. It's about an astronaut left behind on Mars. During a mission they thought he was dead. They flew off, but he's not. And now, because of the immense time it would take for someone to come back to Mars to get him, he has to figure out how to survive on a planet that doesn't grow food, with barely any supplies, with nothing but his wit and his smarts, and that's all he has. And he has to figure out how to wait just long enough to get rescued. The storytelling techniques work well enough to keep the film engaging. It's a film about human error, the will to survive, and the responsibility that we have as human beings. The acting and plot are great, featuring the best work and the best performance. The Martian is an extraordinary tale of Whitney's extreme optimism, courage, determination, and most importantly, ingenuity.
I never stop fighting to make it home.
Number 4. Alpha. Alpha tells the story of 𝐚𝐸H𝐸, a young man who is injured and left for dead during his inaugural hunting trip, and forms an unlikely alliance with a wolf, as the two face the formidable landscape of the Ice Age on a journey to home. Alpha is a compelling story of endurance, determination, and friendship. It's beautifully crafted. The harsh realities of the late Stone Age are brought to life with danger lurking around every boulder, and the cinematography, the spectacular visuals of the wilderness, the special effects along with dramatic sound effects have made the movie quite awesome. The story itself is basic and straightforward, but allows the time for the bond to build up between boy and wolf. The film received generally favorable reviews from critics, who praised the performances and cinematography. Number 3. All is Lost. All is Lost is more of an action-adventure that focuses almost entirely on the action. The entire film is about our man fighting the forces of nature, and as expected this results in plenty of stunts, lots of water, and all the other types of activities you can get in a film like this. This is the kind of film you can enjoy irrespective of what language you speak. It's fairly experimental in its own ways, and is also quite a high-quality production for its artistic execution. Directed by J.C. Shander, stars Robert Redford, and that's it. Literally Robert Redford and a boat. Redford's one-man show is what makes All is Lost a groundbreaking, memorable masterpiece, and the film won the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Score. Number 2. Life of Pi. Life of Pi is based on Yann Martel's 2001 novel of the same name. It's basically the story about a kid who grows up in India that eventually gets shipwrecked with just himself and a tiger on a boat, and it's basically his adventure of how he tries to survive without getting eaten by sharks, and also without getting eaten by the tiger. And most important factor in this struggle made an unlikely amicable relationship between boy and tiger until the moment they got separated. This movie is directed by 𝐚𝐸𝐸, and it's a visual masterpiece. It's a completely seamless blend of CGI and in-camera stunt work. It's really astounding. This movie has some incredible visuals. Life of Pi became a critical and commercial success, earning over $600 million worldwide. Number 1. The Grey. The Grey stars Liam Neeson. It's about a team of Alaskan drillers, and Liam Neeson is the guy who they hired to kill any wolves who may attack them at any point. Now when they're all in a plane going somewhere, their plane actually crashes, and they get stranded in this extremely remote area of Alaska where there's nothing but ice, trees, and wolves. Liam Neeson, being the wolf master that he is the guy who decides to try to help all these guys try to survive this wilderness area. A bleak, desperate struggle for survival against increasingly hopeless odds, as the group gets picked off one after another by the brutal weather conditions, the unforgiving landscape, or the pack of wild wolves that are following their every step, waiting for their chance to take down a weak member of the team. It's a story that asks deeper questions about the nature of religious faith versus atheism, the power of hope against impossible odds, the strength of loyalty, and the arrogance of humans that have lost their fear and respect for the natural worlds. The film received positive reviews, with praise for its philosophical themes and for Liam Neeson's performance.